philosopher, and welcome to TransurfingTV. My name is Renee Garcia, and this is my video on cleaning up your layer of reality. There is a 78 days of practical transurfing video on this, but I'm actually looking to give you what I do, my own take, and offer a few suggestions if you are in fact ready to clean up your layer of reality. Remember to like this video and say the new phrase below, "My world is taking care of me," for your chance to win a stack of these coming directly to you via moi in your mailbox. So remember, like the video and comment below, "My world is taking care of me." So, reality cleanup. Couldn't everybody use a little cleanup now and again? Every time I start to feel myself sort of going into an induced space, I'm like, okay, let's start let's start doing a little cleaning here. So I have some things that I like to do to help me feel as though my external environment is getting cleaned up, and then I start working on the internal, so it kind of goes like that. The first thing that I like to do is declutter my space, or go through my home and do a cleanup. Maybe I buy some fresh flowers, maybe I have the house cleaned thoroughly, I do all my laundry, I make sure all my papers are organized, my bills are paid, everything's in its right place. And then this sort of sets the stage for me to do some creative work that will help me get my mindset into a different space. Or I can really start to challenge myself with some of my thought directions, or what it is exactly I'm focusing on. So again, the first step is to declutter. So we're talking about all versions of reality, our external version, our internal version, and everything in between. So declutter, get the energy moving, right? Get stuff moving in your life. Maybe throw out some projects that have been around for a while that you don't actually intend on doing, even though you feel you might. Really make way for some new to come in by getting rid of some stagnant stuff in your external environment. Then on to the negative thinking. So what I like to do for myself is I like to ask myself, am I focusing more on what I don't want, or am I focusing more on what I'm striving to achieve instead? And there's really a balance. I mean, we can't be all one or all the other. I mean, I guess we could be all negative thoughts and not be thinking any goal direction, but that's probably rare. And I don't think that anyone, not even myself included, am thinking 100% of my waking hours in the direction I want to go, and not thinking at all about what I don't want to see in my reality, but making certain that I at least keep a little bit of a measurement going, right? To know when that scale starts to tip, like, oh God, I don't want to do the coronavirus thing anymore, and oh God, the racial thing, it's getting so, like, I don't want to hear about it anymore, or oh well, how's this gonna go, or what's gonna happen with this, and blah blah blah. And as soon as I find myself doing that more than thinking or putting energy in the direction of what I strive to achieve, or what I am intending to create, then I know it's time to, and I don't have to change anything, right? I don't need to go in and actively do anything necessarily with that negative thinking. I just ramp up the other side. So I ramp up the positive thinking, I ramp up the creative thinking, I ramp up the what will it take for me to get to my goal sort of thinking, and the negative stuff sort of just fades into the background. So it really is about what you're focusing on. That's why I love being creative so much, because when I'm creative, when I'm either creating content or doing something for my other businesses, I really just don't get into that mode of, oh God, I don't like it when it's like this, and I don't like it when it's like that. I don't want this to happen, and oh man, what does this mean? So being creative, or at least taking active steps in the direction towards a new goal, is going to help you considerably in cleaning up your layer of reality if you have too much of the negative thinking going on. So the third one, this is going to be, put up negative thinking here. So the third one's going to be a hard one for some, or a challenging one rather, because this one is a doozy, but sometimes it just is time to move on. And that is really evaluating what relationships you have in your reality right now and what they're doing for you, right? Are you in active conflict with some people in your life, family members, a romantic partner, friends? Do you have people that are taking up your time but not giving you much in return? Are you participating in an activity with someone that isn't really productive for you in your life? Is someone using you to dump all their stuff on emotionally without you getting anything from them in the same sort of way? I mean, it's really time when you are feeling, especially if you are in an induced transition or feel at the precipice of an induced transition, to ask yourself this. And I have a whole video coming out on this. It's called the round table. It's who are you going to invite into your reality to be the knights of your life, right? If you are a king or a queen of your reality, who are your knights sitting at the round table, and what purpose do they serve you in connecting to your higher good, connecting to your higher self, building your own reality, right? Are they good for it or are they bad for it? So stay tuned for that video. That one's gonna be a doozy, but I'm brushing up on it right now just so you know you can start to think about incorporating maybe some, I hate to say it in a way where it's going to sound cold, but maybe it's time to let somebody loose, right? Even if it's someone that you've been with for years, maybe it's time to just move on if you are in fact truly interested in creating a new reality for yourself. So how can you deal with these people if you aren't going to be cutting them off? Well, maybe you can really start the act of listening to your inner observer and paying attention to, okay, what is this how is this serving me? And can I detach a little more from it? Can I still give the pendulum what it wants while detaching enough to reserve and save something for myself, and maybe even a possibly new endeavor where that energy could be put to better use, right? So again, evaluating the relationships in your life, really asking yourself what's good and what needs to maybe go, or what can I restructure in a way where I'm not just being bled dry, because I see a lot of people, and a lot of people contact me that are being bled dry, and it's either about managing that better or cutting it loose entirely. The next one, use of time, right? Use of time, the time pendulum. So managing, again, this has to do with managing your pendulums. What does your pie chart look like? If you didn't watch my video, Self-Care and Productivity, go ahead and watch that one, because I talk about this extensively in there. What does your day look like? Are you giving way too much to something that isn't serving you or your intentions? Is something getting a bunch of your time that really isn't giving you anything in return? And how can you start to manage, just like you're managing the relationship part, how can you start to manage the time part of your life where you can start cleaning up some of that maybe wasted time, wasted energy, and putting it into something that is going to serve you and your intentions better? And the final one, realigning your intentions. Do you need a new goal? Try the 30 Anomalous Action Challenge. I believe a video just came out on that, and it will help you to understand exactly how this can really provide you with a lot of new positive material in your external reality, helping you shift mindset, then go to a higher life track, all that good stuff. So realigning your, sorry guys, my spelling when I'm trying to talk, and talking right at the same time is horrible. Realigning intentions. Okay, so what are your intentions right now? Are they helping you? Are they serving you? Are they taking your time? Or is it somebody else taking your time, not giving you much in return? And do you possibly need a new goal? Finding a new goal, in my opinion, is one of the greatest ways to clean up your layer of reality, because all of a sudden, for me, I'll speak for myself, I have something new to focus on that I'm so excited about. Negative thinking subsides. I have to clean up my space so I can get, all prepared to start being creative again. I really manage the pendulums in my life. If I have friends that are calling me too much or something going on that is going to distract me, I'm like, hey, I'm getting ready to start something new, so see you for a while, right? My friends are pretty used to that. And then I manage my time better. And I say, okay, now I'm going to give this new thing 5 hours of my day, and I dive into that, and all of a sudden my intentions are realigned, my reality looks a lot different, and yeah, cleaner. My layer of reality is much more spick and span, just the way that I like it. So go back and look at that 30 anomalous action challenge. It's a doozy, but it really does help you in getting the energy flowing, getting new positive material into your reality, and yeah, go at it. It's a good one. I recommend it to everyone. That's exactly what happened with Transurfing TV. It was a result of me taking a 30 anomalous action challenge myself. So awesome things can come of it. So remember, my world is taking care of me, and like this video, and I just might call your name to win some of these, and I hope you found my video informative and helpful. Thanks guys, bye.